first opened back in 2008. There's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Carr now to throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
On 1st and goal, Drake. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And it's caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Jacobs. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Colts nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. first down. Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
Wentz now on first down. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. This is Hines. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wentz. Campbell making the catch. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And at the 25-yard line, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where do they go?
Anywhere and everywhere. But they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And, indeed, he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the Raiders' 40-yard line.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Hines. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Carr's throw complete here to Waller. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. To throw his Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 15. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
To throw again.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they gave up the pick six. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down now. It's Drake, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. To throw, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This is caught by Hilton. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wentz now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On 3rd down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3. Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They run with Hines. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On second down, right back to Hines.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Catch made here by Campbell. 7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, it's Hines, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's third down and 5.
Wentz going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get...
And that is caught at the 10-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this one is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Out to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the third now in New Orleans. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll check this down to Hines. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll try the left side. Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now Wentz on third down. This to Hines on the drop-off. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And his kick is indeed good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Now Carr. And once more to Ruggs. This time the catch made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time. Now Carr. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to Drake. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now Carr. On the left side, this is Stills. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. On 3rd down, Drake. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That ball caught by Campbell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 88 yards on the ground for him so far.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the fourth quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long. And here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Check 53 flag. Check 53 flag. Come on.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Second and goal from the 6 this time. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you